Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Paramasugadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, we offer our humble obeisance, our humble pranam at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We welcome all the viewers across the world for this Uttamottama Seva to Paramashiva from Adi KAILASA Sarvajna Pita, Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time to KAILASA's Nithyananda TV, welcome to the official TV channel for Sri KAILASA, the only and cosmic borderless Hindu nation. In the hours before, we are graced with the darshan of His Divine Holiness, of Paramashiva himself. This is the most opportune time for us to prepare ourselves, our body, and our mind towards it. Today, we are celebrating Nithyanandeshwara Brahmoswam, second day. On the eve of this occasion and the last day of Skanda Sashti Mahotsavam, we are offering Uttamottama Seva to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti, and Lord Subramanya. Let us learn more about Lord Paramashiva and Lord Subramanya, His Divine Holiness. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time to KAILASA's Nithyananda TV, welcome to the official TV channel for Sri KAILASA, the only and greatest cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Nithyananda Paramashivam, His Divine Holiness, is the reviver of KAILASA, the ancient enlightened civilization, and the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness is an avatar from and is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness has made signs of power manifestation and yoga and temple-based universities for humanity. Sovereign Order of KAILASA, led by His Divine Holiness, and Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora are working for global peace and to give a super consciousness breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University is the world's largest university with the extended campuses in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading, and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts and sciences like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, and Vastu. His Divine Holiness is the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamala Pita Sarvatya Pitam, the ancient apex body of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness is the current emperor of Suryavamsha Surangi Samrajyam. His Divine Holiness has survived the worst persecution of many assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. To explore the videos, you can visit KAILASA's Nithyananda YouTube channel. KAILASA is the nation which is revived by His Divine Holiness. As told by His Divine Holiness, KAILASA is nothing but the enlightenment ecosystem of Tiruvannamalai gone right. Tiruvannamalai is the home of Arunachala, the mighty mountain form that Paramashiva decided to take, which is exalted in Arunachala Mahatyam as Namasmarana Matrena Yat Pataka Nashanam. That which destroys all the sins and grants the eternal state of Paramashiva by merely remembering its name Arunachala. As the center of this civilization was the Guru Sishya Parampara, the tradition of learning from the Guru in all different kinds of fields and passing that knowledge through generations. The Guru Gita shows that how in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the most valued quality is being an open receiver, a ready listener, and the most esteemed action is learning. It was defined since the time of Paramashiva that the sacred knowledge and the transcendental wisdom, that the jnana, the being who imparts this knowledge, the Guru, and all those who receive it also, the Sishyas, are together a quite essential combination for the conscious growth for any being in the journey of life. After thousands of years of thriving and advancing the evolution of humanity with new methods of communicating and excelled comprehension, these civilizations were among the first on planet Earth to rapidly grow and experience abundance in the form of wealth, health, and prosperity. The Vedic civilization was the richest civilization, which contributed the largest share of the world's GDP. In the year 1000 years. The richness in knowledge and the material wealth attracted one and all to experience the Vedic lifestyle, which was gifted to the world by Paramashiva. However, it also became the target for growing negative forces who sought to rob the gold, destroy the temples, and enslave the people. Whatever we enjoy from Hinduism today is directly because the Guru Sishya Sampradaya, Paramashiva, established this, which has safeguarded the ancient science of enlightenment from the time of Paramashiva. Even in the modern day, as materialization and corruption pervade countries and billions more souls undergo torture inflicted by the ruling negative forces, the Guru Sishya Parampara has continued to bring to the world the science, the knowledge of enlightenment. Naturally evolving relationships, communities, and ideologies which are based in peace and love and conflict-free life. As opposing violent and negative forces grow on one side in multifarious ways and agree for mutually assured destruction, in a conscious effort to bring more peace and bliss in the world, Hindu gurus have single-handedly fueled the ideologies which strengthen consciousness and peacefully revolutionized the way of life for every human being on planet Earth. Despite being stripped of any form of protection, ultimately it was due to the sacrifice of gurus who were able to withstand attacks and protect this knowledge that today Hinduism has survived the most violent attack against a single civilization. Peaceful working solutions derived from Vedic sciences were sought after even in the West, where it was brought by Hindu gurus who once again began traveling all over the world to bring consciousness breakthrough to humanity. For example, in 1983, Swami Vivekananda, who was a product of lineage of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Totapuri from Calcutta, West Bengal, traveled to the United States for the first time. By bringing yoga, meditation, and fundamental truths of Sanatana Hindu Dharma to the United States of America, and it is accepted that Swami Vivekananda literally changed the world. At the time, he met and influenced the masses and world leaders to change their ideas about themselves. The world and the universe in the lines of the consciousness breakthrough. As we continue into the 20th century, the Guru Sishya Parampara produced super consciousness beings such as Paramahamsa Yogananda, Maharshi Mahesh Yogi, Sri Aurobindo, among several others who had made breakthroughs like this and together overpowered the growing negative forces like this and together worked to overpower the growing negative forces of the world. If not for Paramashivas, who have descended on planet Earth, and the Guru Sishya Parampara, which made that possible, the world would be destroyed by these terribly violent people, groups, and ideologies. Today, the UN Office of Disarmament Office reports 14,500 dangerous nuclear weapons which exist on Earth today. Even one of these weapons can destroy a whole city, potentially killing millions and jeopardizing the natural environment and lives of future generations through its long-term catastrophic effects. While only 2 of these nuclear weapons were actually used in 1945 when the United States Army bombed the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan. The whole world was devastated to see the extent of violence possible by man-made warfare. While on one side the Guru Shishya Parampara was able to bring a conscious breakthrough, the threats against these positive forces and humanity at large still remain and continue to grow stronger. The gurus who have worked tirelessly in the modern day for raising consciousness of humanity were attacked by corrupt forces who are invested in spreading false anti-Hindu narratives and inciting hatred against Hindu traditions, practices, and leaders. Every Hindu guru is specifically and severely targeted to stamp out the immense potential they possess to liberate the masses and lead them to a spiritual awakening. Hindu gurus are more and more vulnerable today to illegal arrest, inhuman treatment, assassination attempts, and defamation. To protect the Guru Shishya Parampara and allow it to continue to protect the world from destruction, there needed to be a larger protection, a guide for humanity to bring us to the next most ultimate breakthrough. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, happened on planet Earth just for this purpose. His Divine Holiness was birthed by an esteemed group of enlightened beings, including Mataji Vibhudananda Puri, Yogiraj Yogananda Puri, Isakki Swamigal, Narayana Swami Pillai, and Annamalai Swamigal and Yogi Ramasurat Kumar in Tirunamalai in 1978. From auspicious time of his advent on earth, His Divine Holiness perfectly demonstrated all the signs of superconsciousness, manifesting his divine life, unfolded in deeply devotional, unfathomable leelas as the adorned incarnation of the whole town of Tirunamalai. On 24th May 1994, His Divine Holiness was ritualistically coronated as the incarnation of Paramashiva by his gurus. During this Yoga Pattabhishekam, his gurus proudly declared the successful manifestation of the ultimate superconsciousness through the body of His Divine Holiness. And he was conferred the title of Sri Brahmasukhi by his immediate predecessor, Mataji Vibhudananda Puri. Shortly after this coronation, his gurus left the body and attained the state of Mahasamadhi, the final state of oneness with Paramashiva. In 1995, His Divine Holiness auspiciously began his tireless work for the revival of great enlightened civilization on planet Earth, Sri KAILASA. As the final abatement to thousands of years of ruthless persecution against Hindu gurus, His Divine Holiness has successfully revived the world's only Hindu nation, and through this bring super consciousness breakthrough for the whole humanity. Through the nation of Kailasa, which Swami Vivekananda, what Swamiji Vivekananda visualized, Sri Aurobindo aspired, Osho worked for, Maharshi mandated, His Divine Holiness actually made it. His Divine Paramashiva has come down on planet Earth in the form of His Divine Holiness, manifested his grand Leela of his life, for each and every one of us to be part. His Divine Holiness has taken this physical form to come down from KAILASA itself. For each and every one of us to be experience super consciousness breakthrough and realize we are also Paramashiva. Today we are offering Uttamottama Seva to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, Nithyanandeshwara Parashakti, His Divine Holiness, and Lord Subramanya, as Lord Subramanya's Tirukalyanam is wedding with Devayani. And as the second day of Nithyanandeshwara Brahmoswam, today Bhasma Abhishekam is happening to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva. Uttamottama Seva is an seva of the best to Paramashiva. It's a Vedic ritual straight from the source, from the Agamas. Uttamottama means best of the best, and Seva is offering. It is the ritual of offering best of the best to Paramashiva. Whatever we offer to Paramashiva comes back to us in million folds. Be it grains, skill, people, everything. Offering the best of the best is the way we can offer our gratitude to Paramashiva and being integrated to him and his words. The various types of dance and the way the food should be offered. Uttamottama Seva is described by Paramashiva as the best of the best. We offer Abhishekam, Vastram, Gandham, Abharanam, Archanam, Dhupam, Deepam, Naivedyam, Aratrikam, Deepopacharam, Pushpanjalim, Chaturvedam, Gruhya Suktam, Agamastotram, Dravida Vedam, Nityam, Sangeetam, Vadyam, and Swasti Vachanam. The source of all these best things is Paramashiva. He has given these to us. Offering them back at his feet is what we do during this seva, whereby we experience the intense Shakti Nipata and Advaita, the oneness with him, and as a result, we leave the state and radiate the space and manifest the Shaktis of Paramashiva. And since it is Agama Vidhi, Paramashiva's instructions, we offer them during this seva. The best of the food that is offered as Naivedyam, the best of the movement a body can make offered as dance, the Nitya Seva, the best of the sound offered as music, Sangeeta Seva, and the best of the consciousness offered as power manifestation, Shakti Avishkarana. The best that humanity can offer to Paramashiva as gratitude is offered in Uttamottama Seva. Today is the concluding day of Skanda Sashti Vrata with the Lord Subramanya and Devayani's wedding day, Tirukalyanam. On this occasion, and Nithyanandeshwara Brahmosam second day, we offer the Uttamottama Seva to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, Devi Parashakti, and Lord Subramanya. We offer this as a gratitude to His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Our Gurukul Balasans are offering this Uttamottama Seva. Let us stay tuned and enjoy this Seva and get the blessings of Lord Subramanya and Lord Paramashiva, Devi Parashakti, and His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
The first offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Chaturvedam. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Chaturveda Priya Chaturvedam Avadharaya. ऋग्वेदा हरिः ओम अग्निमीले पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवं ऋग्विजं होतारं रत्नधातावं हरिः ओम यजुर्वेदा हरिः ओम इषेतो जेत्वा वायवस्तोपायवस्तदेवो वस्तविता प्रार्पयतु श्रेष्ठतमाय कर्मणे हरिः ओम सामवेदा हरिः ओम अग्न आयाहि पीतये गृणानो हव्यधातये निहोता शक्ति बर्हिषि हरिः ओम अथर्ववेदा हरिः ओम तन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये तयोरभिश्रवन्तु नः हरिः ओम. The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Agama Shlokas. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Agama Shloka Priya Agama Shloka Navadharaya. महापाशुपतं मह्यं विष्णुस्तत्सुदर्शनं ब्रह्मणो ब्रह्मदण्डस्तु सर्वेषां स्वं स्वमायुधं सूर्याचन्द्रमसो वह्निर्त्रिधाम परिकल्पना त्रिनेत्रकल्पना मह्यं तदर्थमिह दृश्यते दहनाप्यायनेतेन प्राकाशं विदधाम्यहं सृष्टिं स्थितिं संहृतिं च ऋतनुर्विदधाम्यहं तच्चिद्दिदं परं देवं सर्वदुःखविमोक्षणं सर्वव्याधिहरं देवं सर्वामयहरं शिवं सूर्याचन्द्रमसो वह्निर्त्रिधाम परिकल्पना त्रिनेत्रकल्पना मह्यं तदर्थमिह दृश्यते कपालान्तर्मनोऽन्यस इष्टन्मीलितलोचनः क्रमेण मनसो दार्ढ्यात् लक्ष्ये लक्ष्यमुत्तमं तया पूजासु मूर्धान्तं हङ्क्त्वा भ्रूक्षेपसेतुना निर्विकल्पं मनः कृत्वा सर्वोद्वे सर्वगोत्तमः अतिकौतूहलाविष्टा पृच्छस्येतत् शृणु प्रिये यन्मे नेत्रान्तरे वह्निर्यद्वामृतमनुत्तमम्. The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Stotra Seva. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Stotra Priya Stotram Avadharaya. ओम नमो भगवते सदाशिवाय सकलतत्त्वात्मकाय सर्वमन्त्रस्वरूपाय सर्वयन्त्राधिष्ठिताय सर्वतन्त्रस्वरूपाय सर्वतत्त्वविदूराय ब्रह्मरुद्रावतारिणे नीलकण्ठाय पार्वती मनोहराय सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनाय भस्मोद्धूलितविग्रहाय महामणिमुकुटधारणाय माणिक्यभूषणाय सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयकालरौद्रावताराय दक्षाध्वरध्वंसकाय महाकालभेदनाय मूलाधारैकनिलयाय तत्त्वातीताय गङ्गाधराय सर्वदेवादिदेवाय षडाश्रयाय वेदान्तसाराय त्रिवर्गसाधनाय अनन्तकोटिब्रह्माण्डनायकाय अनन्तवासुकितक्षककार्कोटकशङ्खगुलिकपद्ममहापद्मेति अष्टमहानागकुलभूषणाय प्रणवस्वरूपाय चिदाकाशाय आकाशदिक्स्वरूपाय ग्रहनक्षत्रमालिने सकलाय कलङ्करहिताय सकललोकैककर्त्रे सकललोकैकभर्त्रे सकललोकैकसंहर्त्रे सकललोकैकगुरवे सकललोकैकसाक्षिणे सकलनिगमगुह्याय सकलवेदान्तपारगाय सकललोकैकवरप्रदाय सकललोकैकशङ्कराय शशाङ्कशेखराय शाश्वतनिजावासाय निराभासाय निरामयाय निर्मलाय निर्मदाय निश्चिन्ताय निरहङ्काराय निरङ्कुशाय निष्कलङ्काय निर्गुणाय निष्कामाय निरुपप्लवाय निरुपद्रवाय निरवध्याय निरन्तराय निष्कारणाय निरन्तकाय निष्प्रपञ्चाय निस्सङ्गाय निर्द्वन्द्वाय निराधाराय निरागाय निष्क्रोधाय निर्लोपाय निष्पापाय निर्भयाय निर्विकल्पाय निर्भेदाय निष्क्रियाय निस्तुलाय निस्संशयाय निरुपमविभवाय नित्यशुद्धबुद्धपरिपूर्ण सच्चिदानन्दाद्वयाय परमशान्तस्वरूपाय तेजोरूपाय तेजोमयाय जय जय रुद्र महारौद्र भद्रावतार महाभैरव कालभैरव कल्पान्तभैरव कपालमालाधर खट्वाङ्ग खड्गचर्म पाशाङ्कुश डमरू शूल चाप बाण गदा शक्ति भिण्डिपाल तोमर मुसल मुद्गर पाश परिघ भुषुण्डी षटग्नि चक्राद्यायुध भीषणकर सहस्रमुखदंष्ट्राकरालवदन विकटाट्टहास विस्फारित ब्रह्माण्डमण्डल नागेन्द्रकुण्डल नागेन्द्रहार नागेन्द्रवलय नागेन्द्रनिकेतन मृत्युञ्जय त्रयम्बक विश्वरूप विरूपाक्ष विश्वेश्वर विषभवाहन विश्वभूषण विश्वतोमुख सर्वतो रक्ष रक्ष माम् ज्वल ज्वल महामृत्युमपमृत्युभयं नाशय नाशय चोरभयम् उत्सादय उत्सादय विषदर्पभयं शमय शमय चोरान् मारय मारय मम शत्रून् उच्चाटय उच्चाटय त्रिशूलेन विधारय विधारय उटारेण पिण्डि पिण्डि खड्गेन छिण्डि छिण्डि खट्वाङ्गेन विकोधय विकोधय मुसलेन निष्पेषय निष्पेषय बाणैः सन्ताटय सन्ताटय रक्तांसि भीषय भीषय भूतानि विद्रावय विद्रावय कूष्माण्ड मारीच वेताल ब्रह्मराक्षसगणान् सन्ताटय सन्ताटय माम् अभयं कुरु कुरु वित्रस्त्वं माम् आश्वासय आश्वासय नरकभयान् माम् उद्धर उद्धर सञ्जीवय सञ्जीवय शत्रुभ्यां माम् आप्यायय आप्यायय दुःखातुरं माम् आनन्दय आनन्दय शिवकवचेन माम् आच्छाटय आच्छाटय मृत्युञ्जय त्रयम्बक सदाशिव परमशिव नमस्ते नमस्ते. The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Dravida Vedam. देवदेवोत्तम देवता सार्वभौमाखिलांड कोटि ब्रह्मांड नायक श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव द्राविड वेद प्रिय द्राविड वेदमवधारय शिवा तिरुचित्रम्बलं वेयुरुतोली पंगन विडमुंड कंदन மிகநல்ல வீணை கடவி மாசரு நல்ல நல்ல அவை நல்ல நல்ல அடியாரவர்க்கு மிகவே சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Sangeeta Seva. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva संगीत प्रिय संगीतमवधारय नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே முருகனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே முருகனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள்பாலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள்பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே கைலை வஜகதீசன் கைலை வஜகதீசன் மைந்தனே கண்டனே கைலை வஜகதீசன் மைந்தனே கந்தனே கலங்காத கலங்காத என்னை காக்கும் கருணாகரனே கலங்காத என்னை காக்கும் கருணாகரனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே முருகனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே முருகனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda.
The next offering of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Nitya Seva. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Nitya Priya Nritam Avadharaya.
Tashi Tanna Janno Tan, Tashi Tanna Janno Tan, Tashi Tanna Janno Tan, Taddi Kinnatum Taddi, Taddi Kinnatum Taddi, Taddi Kinnatum Taddi, Tashi Tanna Janno Tan, Tashi Tanna Janno Tan, Tashi Tanna Janno Tan, Taddi Kinnatum Taddi, Taddi Kinnatum Taddi, Taddi Kinnatum Taddim Dim Tat. Taritana Janutam, Taritana Janutam, Taritana Janutam, Tadita Jamtanam, Tariginatum Tadim, Tariginatum Tadim, Tariginatum Tadim Dim Tat. Taritana Janutam, Taritana Janutam, Taritana Janutam, Tadita Jamtanam, Tariginatum Tadim, Tariginatum Tadim, Tariginatum Tadim Dim Tat. Taritana Janutam, Taritana Janutam, Taritana Janutam, Tadita Jamtanam, Tariginatum Tadim, Tariginatum Tadim, Tariginatum Tadim Dim Tat. Taritana Janutam, Taritana Janutam, Taritana Janutam, Tadita Jamtanam, Tariginatum Tadim, Tariginatum Tadim, Tariginatum. நீலம் கொள் மேகத்தின் மயில் மீது நீ வந்த வாழ்வை கண்டதனாது. நீலம் கொள் மேகத்தின் மயில் மீது நீலம் கொள் மேகத்தின் மயில் மீது நீ வந்த வாழ்வை கண்டதனாலே மால் கொண்ட பேதை மனம் நாரும் மார்த்தங்கு தாரை தந்தருள்வாயே. நீலம் கொள் மேகத்தின் மயில் மீது நீ வந்த வாழ்வை கண்டதனாலே மால் கொண்ட பேதை மனம் நாரும் மார்த்தங்கு தாரை தந்தருள்வாயே. அக்கிடதக தரிகிடதக தக்கிடதக தகதினதாம், திக்கிடதக தரிகிடதக திக்கிடதக தகதினதாம், தொம் கிடதக தரிகிடதக தொம் தொம் கிடதக தகதினதாம், நம் கிடதக தரிகிடதக நம் நம் கிடதக தகதினதாம், அக்கிடதக தகதினதாம், கிடதக தகதினதாம், தொம் கிடதக தகதினதாம், நம் கிடதக தகதினதாம், தாக்குதே குதா கிட்ட தரிகினதோ தாக்குதே குதா கிட்ட தகதரிகினதோ தாக்குதே குதா கிட்ட தடவி குதரிகினதோ நான் என்று மார்த்தட்டும் பெருமாளே 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 பெருமாளே
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
of the Uttamottama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana Priya Paramashiva Shakti Avishkaranam Avadharaya Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, I welcome all of you with my love and respects to today's Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana. I am Manifti Yoga Pranananda. I'm 13 years old and I've been living in the Nithyananda Gurukul from past 4 years. And today you will be witnessing the extraordinary Shakti of body scanning. Before we begin, let us move on to a small introduction about the source of all, Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging, beyond time, space, form and causality. Today, an incarnation of Paramashiva walks among us in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, initiating millions of disciples all across the globe into the science of Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana. And out of which you will be witnessing the extraordinary power of body scanning. So what I'll be doing here today is I will be requesting a participant and I will be scanning their body and I will be revealing any problems which they have and any solutions which they need for any of the problems which they have. Yes. So we have one volunteer with us over here online. Yes, I request you to introduce yourself, Ma.
Hi, this is Jasvi Yomei. I'm from China. I'm resident in Singapore. Thank you for the opportunity for being here to be the body scanning. Thank you.
Yes, Ma. So now I'll be starting the power of body scanning by chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, which is the direct passcode which raises us to a higher frequency. I'll be chanting the Mahavakya. You can all also sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line and chant along with me. And I'll be scanning Ma Jasvi's body and revealing any problems and also be revealing solution for all her problems. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Yes. So I would like to reveal what Paramashiva has revealed to me. Paramashiva has revealed that, Ma, for you, your back, at your back, whenever you bend and whenever you do some activities like lifting heavy things, or when you're straining your back for too long, your back becomes very weak and you cannot sit like comfortably for a long time. You can sit, but you cannot sit comfortably. It's very uncomfortable for you, and you strain your back a lot when you do even not so much weightlifting, but even when you do some activities, your back is very weak, so it strains a lot. And I was also able to see in your mouth region, in your throat, I was able to see you have a very sore throat from past a few days, and you've anytime you like when you speak too much or something, you start straining your voice, and this is what Paramashiva revealed to me. And the solution which Paramashiva gave for that is, every night before you sleep, just take castor oil and massage your back with it, wherever it hurts, to massage your back. And also for your throat, just to drink some um, lemon juice. This is what Paramashiva revealed to me. So would you like to verify? And I'll also be scanning more. Till then, would you like to verify if what I told was true?
Yes, what you scan is very true. Since after I gave birth to our children, and my back always, even when I doing yoga, I cannot bend down fully. That's true. And for the social, yes, well, recently for these few days, whenever I talk much, I think I like a choke in my throat. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll also be scanning more if you would like. Is that
Sorry.
okay with you, ma'am?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Now I would like to reveal what Paramashiva revealed to me. Paramashiva also revealed that your the digestion is not happening properly. So whenever you're doing anything, or even when you're normally sitting, you will suddenly get cramps, and after some time it will heal. And I was able to see that is all because of a digestion problem. So Paramashiva revealed that you should take more of haritaki, castor oil, and neem juice. And I was also able to see Paramashiva also revealed that more lemon juice will help. So even for your sore throat, and I was able to see for the digestion, Paramashiva revealed lemon juice. So this is what Paramashiva revealed. And would you like to verify if what I revealed was, if what Paramashiva revealed was true or not?
Yes, I think that is very magical. Yes, when I sitting a long time, a while, I feel that my left side it feels numb, but I didn't know that it's because of the digestion problem. Thank you.
Yes. Would you like to share how you felt during this whole experience? Like how?
Because I was sitting here, I can feel that, oh, there is an energy coming through and scan my body. I can feel that there is a third eye, or someone is scanned through my body, and slowly reveal that the thing, a point by point is or it is what I want to know. Because people when I wanted to become a volunteer, I think, oh, whether the third eye can scan really my problem or not. And yes, true, you can scan the problem. I even know the throat, I didn't know. Then I think that is it, like magical. Thank you very much.
Yes. And would you like to share anything else, Ma?
Okay, just now you say about the numb, right? because I normally for my left leg, normally I will feel numb very easily. Would that be the Paramashiva will give any message how to cure for this part?
Okay. Okay, ma. I'll use my third eye and I'll scan and I'll get a solution for this. And if you would like to request for any more healing, you can also request.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Paramashiva revealed that it is because your leg is not, you're not stretching your body enough. So every morning, just do yoga authentically, do yoga properly and stretch all the parts of your body. And you can also do the Prathama Vinyasa Krama, and that you'll see that slowly your leg will start healing and you will not have that feeling anymore. It is because you're not stretching your body properly. So you can start doing the yoga authentically and properly, then it will start healing. This is what Paramashiva revealed.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Anything else, ma?
And because I would like to do the yoga in the morning, but most of the time I cannot wake up on time, or even during the alarm rings, and then still sometimes not waking up.
Yes. Okay, ma. So you can start doing this from today, and then you can see that it will start healing.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, ma. Thank you. Yes. And with this, we would like to offer our love and gratitude at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We thank you all for joining us in today's Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana and in today's Uttamottama Seva, and we invite all of you to join us for tomorrow's segment of the Uttamottama Seva, 6 p.m. IST. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
Thank you.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
KAILASA, the good God country. Hinduism has something great to offer. Hindu God, Paramashiva, is good. We love him, not just because he gives us what we want, but because he is good, and he has so much to offer to the world that makes the best nation. Hindu God has life positive, all-inclusive, good, spiritual, social, political, and moral principles. Hindu principles are guaranteed solutions for all the major problems of humanity: resettlement, violence and lawfare, impoverishment, inequality, environmental footprint, pandemic and biowar, disputes, feminist movement, women's rights, child rights, minority rights, linguistic rights, human rights. Because Hinduism has the best to offer to the world, KAILASA, standing tall since 1994 for the grand narrative of Hinduism, is the good God's country. Founder of KAILASA, Paramashiva, and his 1008th incarnation, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of KAILASA, the enlightened civilization, the greatest Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness was birthed by his predecessors of enlightened masters, great rishis, munis, siddhas, who predicted and recognized His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as an incarnation of Paramashiva, as per the science of incarnation described in Hinduism. From his first Chaturmasya at the age of 3 in the year 1980 until the age of 16 in the year 1994, the Supreme Pontiff was trained for the revival of KAILASA. He began reviving KAILASA from the age of 16 after the coronation on the 25th May 1994. KAILASA that we see today is 26 years of sincere hard work of the reviver and Hindu diaspora all over the world. KAILASA has a potential population of 2 billion Hindus worldwide, with over 100 million applications to its citizenship already applied. Hinduism has stood over 10,000 years as an enlightened civilization, has been a global beacon of spiritual and timeless wisdom, technology, culture.
He's wearing a grey jacket. His name is Boris.
The world's ancient civilization produced more than 40% of the world's GDP.
Purpose of life is to experience oneness with the ultimate reality, Paramashiva. Life exists on the planet Earth for last 40 billion years, and 5 times life faced complete extinction on the planet Earth. But somewhere one DNA, one cell, living organism is thrown out of planet Earth, preserved inside a volcano rock. After millions of years comes back to Earth due to gravity or whatever reason, gets into the ocean and starts the life again. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the conscious science to give breakthrough to your DNA through natural selection process and to your consciousness through the conscious decision process. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is a sacred spiritual science. It is not bunch of do's and don'ts. No. Please understand, it is the revelations of sacred truths, cosmic truths, powerful cognition. It is still alive, that science is available, time-tested, foolproof. This science of living enlightenment is the complete solution for all the problems individual or society our modern day humanity is facing, then you will understand all the problems of the modern day humanity. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is solution. Whether the terrorism or climate change, natural calamities or man-made calamities, for all the problems humanity is facing, the only solution is science of living enlightenment, revealed by Paramashiva from the Vedagamas in the modern day through this body. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution and setting model communities. Understand? Kailasa is reviving the ancient Hindu enlightened civilization. Paramashiva manifested this Kailasa Mandala, the enlightenment ecosystem and the lifestyle. I am going to revive this whole enlightenment ecosystem, Kailasa, by creating a model Kailasas all over the world. I will work sincerely and revive this spiritual science, which is the core for enlightenment ecosystem, making you all manifest the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva, and making all of us manifest Paramashiva.
In a world ravaged by war, ecological destruction, hatred and division, Kailasa stands as a bold vision of human potential, coexistence, organic living, and alignment with nature. Over the past 50 years, the world has seen the creation of dozens of new countries, and so if anything, it would be odd not to see a new country formed in the 21st century. Without the protection of political legitimacy, there is an imminent danger that the great tenets, scriptures, and science of creating an enlightened civilization, which spanned 56 states, 200 kingdoms, 1700 samsthanas, and 10,000 sampradayas, will be forever lost to humanity. The Hindu diaspora are highly successful around the world. They formed a dispossessed diaspora who has been driven to other countries because they are unable to practice their religion authentically in their own country. They have flourished in countries where they have been allowed to settle with religious freedom. For example, in the United States, Hindus are the most educated and highest earning community, with 77% of them holding a bachelor's degree and 48% having an income of $100,000 or more. Although they are only 1% of the population, Hindus have launched 13.5% of the startups in the USA. They hold leadership, technical and creative positions in companies such as Microsoft, Google, Facebook, etc. This success has been repeated around the world, in the UK, Canada, Australia, etc. James Kirkup, in his 2015 Telegraph article says, British Indians are not just the most successful immigrant group in this country's recent history, but the most successful group of people, full stop. He continues, more extraordinary than the rise in numbers is how it has taken place so harmoniously and profitably for this country and those in it. British Indians, quite simply, are among the most industrious, accomplished and credible amongst us. The best of British, if you like. The same article says that British Hindus are barely 2% of the population, but 12% of all the doctors. Australia and Canada have understood the ingredients of fast economic growth of the country and are doing everything to attract the educated, rich Hindu community. Hindus are the fastest growing migrant population in Australia. In 2017, 200% more Hindus have received invitation for Canadian Permanent Residency Program. Even now, the Hindu diaspora worldwide are the richest. No divorce, have no cases of drugs and substance abuse, lowest mental disorder, no depression. Hinduism is the only religion which neither converts nor kills. Absolutely non-violent, the elite sect of mankind. Because the Hindu diaspora worldwide and the Supreme Pontiff are successful in spreading their spiritual Hindu message of openness and inclusiveness against the forces of hatred and exclusivity, they have become the victims of relentless attacks by multi-armed apparatus of state power. Anti-Hindu forces, extremist caste, supremacist militant organization want a one ideology, Hinduism, under their exclusive domain. What they cannot digest into themselves, they systematically delegitimize and exterminate. Lawfare, assassination attempts, character assassination of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Attempted assassination and assassinated Kailasians. Sexual assaults and rape of female monks of Kailasa. Objectification. Character assassination. State-funded child abuse and sexual abuse on the children of Kailasa.
Then I told I don't want to see a picture. Then I told I don't want to see a picture. Then they showed me a picture.
State-operated embezzlement of funds, properties and assets donated by the Hindu diaspora worldwide for the purpose of the revival of Kailasa. Since 1994 up to until now. Building a nation is not a project accomplished overnight or by virtue of hope. Kailasa is the manifestation of 26 years of sincere hard work, sacrifices, integrity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and the Hindu diaspora worldwide for the past 26 years for the enlightenment of humanity.
I am as old as sun, as new as sunrise. Various incarnations happened, gave a breakthrough to consciousness and gave opening to the next level. My responsibility is to introduce new consciousness which manifests powers of Sadashiva. As Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. I have experienced Sadashiva in his completion, and he has empowered me to transmit that experience to all of you. It's my commitment to all of you. I'll make you experience and manifest Sadashivatva, powers and state and space of Sadashiva. When you manifest powers, naturally the state of Sadashiva and space of Sadashiva starts manifesting in you. More power manifestation, more integrity, more unclutching, more nirvikalpa samadhi, more joy, more restful awareness, more responsibilism, more enriching, more bliss. This tradition has a capacity to retain its authenticity and originality. My purpose is to make this statement to the world. Hinduism is real. Ideas move from mind to mind. Energy moves from space to space. Cognitions move from body to body. That is why even Sadashiva needs a body. He assumed the body because he needs body to transmit these cognitions to you. Whatever I am doing is reviving the original science as expressed in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Vedas and Agamas of the Hindu tradition. Given by Sadashiva, received by Devi, adopted by Vishnu to run this universe is Agama. Agamas insist on us serving beyond our frame. Whatever experience, anubhuti I had by my Guru's grace, Atma Pramana, I do acid wash with Shastra Pramana, Apta Pramana, the ancient masters' experiences. Whatever finally stand, I share it with the world as Sakshi Pramana. I welcome everyone for the grand feast of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Let us go on contributing. Continuously, we will do Vakyartha Sadas, Jivartha Sadas, and ask the Hindus to vote for various Hindu matters and offer the Vidhi and Nisheda, the Smriti for this Yuga. The Smriti for this Yuga will be revealed through Vakyartha Sadas, Jivartha Sadas and voting. Finally, approved by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we will be bringing new Smriti to life for this modern day. So next voting topic for Vakyartha Sadas, Jivartha Sadas and voting, we are releasing the next topics. The first topic, temple protection. Should the temples all over the world, I wanted everyone to know, we discuss the global Hindu issues, not limited to any one country. We discuss global Hindu issues, not limited to any one country. We do not interfere in any one country's internal matters. We discuss issues for the global Hindus. So, the temple protection is the next issue all over the world. Should the temples to be given to the governments of those countries or not? Point 1. Point 2. Should Hindu temples reclaim their properties or not? Point 3. Should Hindu temples authority to run be given back to the original temple priests? Please understand, in many places, the founders and their family, the Karuvali Parampara and Guruvali Parampara, in some, the family and their sons, the descendants manage. In some, the Guru and disciple Parampara used to manage. So, the original owners, the Sampradaya Kartas, should Hindu temples authority be given back to the original Sampradaya Kartas who used to be running it or not? This is the third issue. Next, on caste system. Should the caste system based on jati and varna be brought back or not? Next, Hinduism and secularism. Point 1. Should all the Hindus stop religious conversion or not? Point 2. Should Hindus stop calling themselves as seculars or not? So these are the next voting topic. Now the Vakyartha Sadas, Jivartha Sadas, voting. All the three will start. Please understand. Here I wanted to make an important point. In Hinduism, active participation is expected. See, you may vote just by saying yes or no, but that will be considered only as a participation, not active participation. If you give an explanation, your viewpoint, why you are voting for what you are voting, why you are doing what you are doing. If you present your powerful cognitions too, it will help the next generation Hindus. See, when you have a reason to vote for vegetarian food, and if you explain the reason also, after 100 years, if that reason has changed or that reason has become irrelevant, people can change the decision. So it will help for the generations to enjoy your expertise and your intelligence. That is the reason we request you to put your powerful cognitions, your thought currents also on record in the form of Vakyartha Sadas and Jivartha Sadas. So now I am projecting the link Hindu votes to vote and to share your opinion, valuable input. Please visit https://tinyurl.com/Hindu votes. Hindu votes are sacred. Hindu votes matter. Hindu votes for Hinduism. To analyze, understand more and more about Hinduism, about the Dharma Shastras, spiritual principles, please get involved more and more in these principles of Hindu votes. So I am so happy to reveal the results of the earlier voting happened, and now the next further subject we have presented now almost 6 points
for all of you to have Vakyartha Sadas, Jivartha Sadas and voting. Please get involved. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
Did you know Hindu temples no longer belong to Hindus? In the past, they were looted and destroyed. The Islamic invasion destroyed 100,000 Hindu temples, destroyed 1 million deities and scriptures. British occupation looted $45 trillion from Hindu temples and Hindus. For perspective, 45 trillion is 70 times more than the total annual gross domestic product of the United Kingdom today.
Temples used to be the greatest, not just worship altar or connecting with the divine, gods and goddesses of KAILASA. It used to be the largest, best hospitals, largest, best art flourishing centers, whether dance, music, painting, sculpting, all the best things, and psychological healing center. All the best things of the life used to flourish from temples.
You can change that. Your voice and choice matter. Vote now. Did you know Hindu temples no longer belong to Hindus? In the past, they were looted and destroyed. The Islamic invasion destroyed 100,000 Hindu temples, destroyed 1 million deities and scriptures. British occupation looted $45 trillion from Hindu temples and Hindus. For perspective, 45 trillion is 70 times more than the total annual gross domestic product of the United Kingdom today.
Temples used to be the greatest, not just worship altar or connecting with the divine, gods and goddesses of KAILASA. It used to be the largest, best hospitals, largest, best art flourishing centers, whether dance, music, painting, sculpting, all the best things, and psychological healing center. All the best things of the life used to flourish from temples.
You can change that. Your voice and choice matter. Vote now. Did you know Hindu temples no longer belong to Hindus? In the past, they were looted and destroyed. The Islamic invasion destroyed 100,000 Hindu temples, destroyed 1 million deities and scriptures. British occupation looted $45 trillion from Hindu temples and Hindus. For perspective, 45 trillion is 70 times more than the total annual gross domestic product of the United Kingdom today.
Temples used to be the greatest, not just worship altar or connecting with the divine, gods and goddesses of Kailasa. It used to be the largest, best hospitals, largest, best art flourishing centers, whether dance, music, painting, sculpting, all the best things, and psychological healing center. All the best things of the life used to flourish from temples.
You can change that. Your voice and choice matter. Vote now. Did you know Hindu temples no longer belong to Hindus? In the past, they were looted and destroyed. The Islamic invasion destroyed hundreds, thousands Hindu temples, destroyed 1 million deities and scriptures. British occupation looted $45 trillion from Hindu temples and Hindus. For perspective, 45 trillion is 17 times more than the total annual gross domestic product of the United Kingdom today.
Temples used to be the greatest, not just worship altar or connecting with the divine, gods and goddesses of Kailasa. It used to be the largest, best hospitals, largest, best art flourishing centers, whether dance, music, painting, sculpting, all the best things, and psychological healing center. All the best things of the life used to flourish.
Adilaksham ekam nityam vimalamachalam sarvadi sakshi bhutam bhavatitam trigunarahitam sadgurum tam namami. Nithyanandam, and welcome everyone on a beautiful Saturday. Today we are continuing our discussion on the Hindu governance of Hindu temples. Since Swamiji has initiated this whole beautiful process of Hindu voting for the first time in the Hindu history, where Hindus have a right, a voice to say how they can run their life. Swamiji had first started with the Hindu voting, whether a Hindu should have vegetarianism, follow vegetarian lifestyle, or a non-veg. And an overwhelming response we got from the Hindus around the world that they choose to live a purely, completely vegetarian lifestyle. In that series, Swamiji has now given us the next blessing of choosing whether the Hindu temples should be run by the government or by Hindus. So over the last few days, we've heard from different panelists about their opinion and the pros and cons of a Hindu temple being governed by the government and how it can be beautifully run by Hindus. So today and tomorrow, we will continue our discussion as to why the Hindu temples should be run only by Hindus. So we have today our panelist joining, Manikya Shivananda from Ohio. Ma Shivananda is the lead, the House of Representative of KAILASA in Ohio, a long-time devotee since 2003, if I'm not mistaken. And not only that, comes from a very Hindu background, of 4 generations of running a Hindu temple, maintaining still. And not only that, after moving to the USA, she did not lose touch with the tradition. She continues, has taken the responsibility of leading and administering the KAILASA in Ohio and running the temple there. Then we have our panelist, Ma Nitya Atma Priyananda Swami, an initiated disciple and sannyasi of Nithyananda order. She received the sannyasa initiation from Bhagavan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in March 10, 2015. She's actually a dentist by profession, and inspired by Swamiji, she has left the materialistic lifestyle, taken up sannyas, and serving the humanity as an acharya and in taking up various projects and serving the community as a sannyasi. The next panelist we have is Matushi Tirun from Toronto, Canada. Matushi is an initiated devotee and disciple of Bhagavan and a House of Representative of KAILASA in Canada. She has taken the responsibility of running, administering, and taking up the role as a House of Representative in Canada, doing her role in reviving the Hinduism there. She has attended several programs, weekend workshops, and by a background, she's an engineer in computer systems and managing a division of Environment Canada. The next panelist we have here today is Ma Nitya Paramananda, an initiated disciple and a Krama Brahmachari of Nithyananda order. She is the lead for the KAILASA in Trinidad and Tobago, and she has, as a background before becoming a Brahmacharini, she has a vast experience in the oil and gas sector in Trinidad, and including office management, procurement specialist, and contracts coordinator. Last but not the least, we have Ma Soumya Solai, also from Canada. She's an initiated disciple of Bhagavan, attended several programs, and born and raised in a traditional Hindu family, and education in the Ramakrishna Mission. By profession, she's a software engineer, and inspired by Swamiji, she has taken up various volunteering positions, roles, lead roles in the being a part of KAILASA. So today we are happy to have all the panelists. Thank you and welcome all for joining us today. And we will continue our discussion. The Hindu temples are very sacred. Swamiji has said, the Hindu temples are not just a place of worship. It is where the gods live. It is too special. If we take all our temples, we position the temples in the highest peak, the hill, and giving them the highest, the best things, whether it is jewels, whether it is food, the best things that we know or we understand or we perceive, we offer it to our deities. And our temples, which is the house, the home of our gods, is too sacred. So let us now hear directly from Swamiji how special these temples are and what they actually mean.
The glory of the temple of the capital of Hindu kingdoms was actually the way they attracted the citizens from all over the world and the way they kept their citizens motivated, inspired, integrated to the kingdom. Amazing spiritual enlightenment-based nationalism, enlightenment-based patriotism, enlightenment-based economy. The enlightenment-based nationalism and enlightenment-based patriotism, enlightenment-based economy, enlightenment-based integrity, understand? Even when you have a mood swings, confusions about your individual lifestyle and your individual balance sheet is not giving you confidence about life, but your understanding about the common goal, the concept of civilization, if that is alive, you will not become a traitor. You will continue to be integrated and raise, and you will realize and fit yourself, discovering yourself and how you fit yourself into the society, both. Understand? Every word I am uttering is the most beautiful principles of Hindu economic policies. See, these are the principles on which Hindu education happened and Hindu policy making happened. Hindu politics is run. Hindu administration is done. Hindu judiciary functioned. Hindu economic principles, strategies were evolved and kept alive. Hindu currency was kept current. The current of the Hindu currency was kept alive through this mechanism. This mechanism used to be stirring to keep the Hindu currency current. How in the modern day the governments do. Like, for example, this post-corona, how every government is trying to revive their economy through various plans, projects, policies, grants. So every year, the Hindu kingdoms used to conduct the rituals, festivals to trigger the economy, to revive the economy, to keep the currency current. Sometimes people are made to support the common pool. Sometimes the pool is taken out and shared with people. But it was all done in a very dharmic way to keep the signs of living enlightenment. Whether you are taxed or given grants, everything was based on enlightenment, Jivan Mukti, moksha based artha, moksha centric artha. Moksha is kept as the first priority in artha or dharma or kama. just because we had few failures in few wars and lost the land due to traitors does not mean our civilization principles are wrong. If you think just because we lost few wars and land due to traitors, the principles are wrong, you are a fool. Like how some of the fools are still believing, just if you are involved in voting alone during the election period once in 5 years, you can maintain Hindu civilization. No. A constant involvement and activism is required to keep the Hindu civilization alive and to revive the Hindu civilization. Unfortunately, even modern day Hindus strongly believe if you make the right decision on the voting day and vote, then it is all done. No. It is wrong. Everyday activism, involvement into the society is required to revive Hindu civilization and Hindu principles. I don't know when Hindus are going to wake up to this truth, but I will keep these truths alive at least in one corner of the world in the form of KAILASA.
So we can see how special the Hindu temples are. It is not just an infrastructure. It is not just a place of worship. It is not only sacred sentiment, but it is an enlightened ecosystem. It is where our gods live. Now, with various excuses and reasons, some governments have taken over our temples in order to administer them as if the Hindus, who has given astronomy and science and mathematics and the greatest science of enlightenment in the world to the world, doesn't know how to run their own temples. Now, what is the state of the temples run by the government? What are the issues we are facing? Today we have Manmati Atmapriyananda Swami sharing one of the aspects, how the governments are looting our sacred temples.
Yes. So as we are actually just learning about this, why these Hindu temples have to be under the control of the government. Now, let us just learn certain facts. Let us yes. So how many Hindu temples are exactly under the government control? So in some states, like Tamil Nadu, the records are available as to how many religious places are under the government control. It is important to note here that the 2005 and 6 budget report of the government of Tamil Nadu, it notes that there are 38,409 Hindu and Jain religious institutions under its management. The Andhra Pradesh Endowment Department has 33,575 religious and charitable establishments under its management. So there are similarly larger number of temples under the government management in several states. So if you see, this is not the case for either the wars or in case of the mosques. So why is it affecting only the Hindu temples? So let us have a broader idea about what is exactly happening. So how the government is administering the temples. So if we take the example of Sri Dandayudapani Swami temple, the Parani, hope the slide is projected so you can actually understand what exactly happened. Yes, can I request the operator to please project the slide? So exactly what happened to the Dandayudapani temple in Parani. Yes. So all the hundi collections are deposited in the designated temple bank account. So the illustration below, you can see in the picture, it depicts the usage of the temple funds. So thus we infer that 65 to 70% of the temple income itself is used for the non-temple or merely administrative purposes. Furthermore, the archakas, the shivacharyas who perform the prayers, are actually paid with very meager salaries in spite of receiving so much of donation from the temple and sometimes nothing at all. So one may note that neither does this money go to making or running a gurukul, which is what once was a primary function of a temple, nor it is used for any other activity promoting the. So if you see, the whole bank money, it just comes in and it goes in the name of tax, in the name of maintenance of the temple, and in the name of charity and the name of pay money for the Shivacharyas, but nothing at all happens the statistics. Yes. So let's move on to know more about it. So how the government is actually administering the temples in India, if you see, furthermore, which is applicable to all the temple trusts. So if the trust spends less than 85% of the total donations which is given in a year, the income tax at rates applicable to individuals is payable on a difference between the amount spent and the amount received. So if the temple income is either not spent by the government appointed or fixed deposits like the hundi donations are actually taxed very, very heavily. So this way the Hindu temples have become a tool to contribute to the government treasury. So let's take the Kerala Guruvayur Devasthanam for example. You see, technically the Kerala government has no say in the management of temples. However, they literally control the temples through their nominees in the Devasthanam boards. So all the hundi collections, whatever donations the devotees are giving, they're not spent in promoting the Sanatana Hindu Dharma or the benefit of poor Hindus, either for opening hospitals or orphanages, but instead the money is completely spent on development and construction. So in the name of renovation, the whole ancient heritage of all these temple heritage is actually looted. And even after independence, the British policy, it continues, which leaves us with the very basic questions that Hindus are so incompetent and corrupt that they cannot manage their own temples. Okay, now let us understand the basic concept of why the government has to manage Hindu temple. Let us understand this. Yes, please move on to the next slide. So the most frequent excuse which is used by the government to control, manage and administer Hindu temples, this is the most common reason which is given, is the alleged mismanagement of funds and property by trustees, alleged mismanagement by the traditional priest families, and streamlining the administrative procedure and preserving the temple property and wealth. So you can see in the picture, the ground reality is far away from all this which we actually know. So the state government is actually blatantly and brazenly they looting the revenue which is generated out of Hindu temples, and moreover the administration of the temple by the state employees, it leads to a rampant encroachment of Hindu temple lands. So this is what is exactly happening. And what happens to the money which reaches the hundi or money which reaches the temple administration? So it is completely mismanaged by the government, by the ruling government. So the incompetence and failure of the state governments in actually managing the administration of the temples, it can be testified on various counts. So the most glaring example amongst them is being the irregularities in collecting and utilizing the rent and lease of the properties which actually belong to these Hindu temples. If you see, every other week or once in 2 weeks, some property of the Hindu temple is being sold to some missionary. So you can see the below illustration which is giving a factual summary. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Atmapriya Swami, as you are sharing, this is the current sad state of Hindu temples that are run or managed by the government. But it doesn't have to continue to be so. We have the right, we have the option, we have the chance now to raise our voice, make a difference, to cast your vote. So this link for casting your vote is projected on the screen. Please take a moment to cast your vote. Your vote matters. Our voice matters. So, so take this opportunity to cast your vote. The link is projected on your screen. The Hindu votes, please share your votes. Yes, Atmapriya Swami, as you were saying.
Yes. So just cast your votes in the link which is projected. It's very important for all of us to actually raise a voice at this moment of time, at least at this moment of time. So now let us go to the next slide. The mismanagement of Hindu temples by the government. See, all the loot, all the corruption of the wealth which is received as a donation to the temple is happening with the convenience of the government officials. It is actually an organized looting of the temple wealth. And as we are discussing the shortcomings of the government in managing these temples, so there is a clear study, a case study between the Sugavaneshwara and the Jalakanteshwara temple, which is actually listed below. We can see in the picture. So how an organized loot is happening in the temple revenue. So for example, the looting of the hundis during the counting. So hundis are actually opened once in 2 months. So in many cases, the officials in convenience with local politics, they loot larger denomination of notes of the gold, of the silver from the hundis, and before even the documentation of the collection. So they even block or they even turn off the CCTV cameras, which most of the devotees, most of the people who visit the temple, they don't know. So from the official documented collection, the government literally takes away 12% in Tamil Nadu, 10% in Karnataka as admin fee, and 4% in Tamil Nadu as an auditing fee. So it almost constitutes 6% of the total revenue which is being generated by the Hindu temple. So if you see a comparative study, the shortcomings from the donations which has been received in both these temples, the Sugavaneshwara temple and Jalakanteshwara temple, you can see the analysis shows the devotee who run the Sugavaneshwara temple amounts to rupees 1.45 crore, whereas the government run the Jalakanteshwara temple, it is about rupees 1 crore. So this is actually a case study which discusses the shortcomings of the government in managing the temples. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. So where does this temple revenue go? So it's all important to draw a parallel between the expenditures which is made in the government and the devotee run temples to come across a very clear picture on which one is more beneficial and the healthy survival of the temple. So if you see the tabulation or the comparison on the use of the temple revenue. So what the government run temples, and on average salary and admin is 66%, which is about 96 lakhs. And the government appropriation is around 20%, which is 30 lakhs. The temple related fund is like 9%, which is amounting to 13 lakhs, and the puja expenses is only 5%, which is 8 lakhs. So almost if you see only 14% of the whole revenue which is generated is used for the basic temple activities which is supposed to be done properly. There is no Veda Patashala, no Agama Patashala. There is no Goshala, no Pravashanam, or no temple arts, or no pilgrim welfare. So this is the state of the temple which is run by the government. Whereas if you see the temple, the salary and admin is about 31%, which is around 33 lakhs. Temple related activities, about 25% of the revenue which is generated is used for it, and around 44% is used for puja expenses. So on average, if we see, around 69% is used for temple activities and only 31% goes off for the temple administration. So all these statistics are actually presented in front of you just for all of us to just bring in this awareness that where is our Hinduism heading to, or where or all the temple revenue which the devotees are literally giving their life and just giving it with so much of devotion, and where are all the revenue going? So let us think about it and vote. So you can also tweet with hashtag Hindu votes are sacred in the Twitter and join the think tank of Hinduism which is happening now. Yes. So your vote is really matters to the humanity and the globe at large for keeping the Hinduism alive at this moment of time. So go to the link tinyurl.com/Hindu votes and cast your votes. Yes. So Ma Prematma Swami, so I would like to also have the other panelists discuss about this. Yes. So really we are in a very bad situation where most of the revenue which is generated is being completely right-royally and blatantly looted by the government. So on a global scale. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Ma Shivananda. So what do you think about it? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Ma. What you have given very good analysis of how much percentage is taken and not used for the temples and for the well-being of the Hindus. And Hindus are portrayed as poor people and beggars, and that is how it was portrayed for a long time. So we are like our Swamiji says, we are in the thinking that we are in the poor consciousness. Actually, we are, our temples are very rich, and they are to be given the ecosystem to the Hindus, and also the confidence that this is essential for our maintenance of our daily sanity. The Hindu temples are essential part of this, and no attention is paid to that. Educating Hindus, the percentage of the money that is coming is not given to that. So I really think that this has to be addressed. People should be aware of this. Even I was not aware of this until very recently, how much this percentage is taken by the government and not administered properly. So thanks for the statistics you showed us today. It's very essential for everyone, for the audience to know also this.
Yes, Matashi, you have anything to add to this?
Certainly, Ma. So as a onlooker or outsider visitor, where I had chance to see many temples, not only from India, all over the world as well. The sad part is the historical heritage sites that we have. These are not just sites, these are energy centers which were built by our ancestors, which need to be protected and maintained. So when we visit these sites, the sad part is the cleanliness and how the infrastructure itself is maintained. So certainly it's because of the reason there's not enough money for the maintenance and proper allocation is not done. And also who is governing the temples. The people, if they do not understand the aspects of these temples, these are not just infrastructures. These are not our art crafts. These were created. These are energy centers. So there's a science behind it. The people who doesn't know the science, if they're the people who are managing it, obviously it will not be managed properly. And not only that, the other part that we see is the people who are keeping these energy centers up and alive, whether the community who is maintaining the cleanliness around the temple, or the priest who is making the signs alive, they're underpaid. So because of the underpaid, they're not putting their full energy or resources into the way that we want to keep these sciences alive for the next generation. So that is also a very sad part to see how we are losing our roots and heritage without even understanding it, and we are just closing our eyes to it. For the next generation of these priesthoods, kids or whoever, they won't be inspired to become a priest, to know of the science, or to run a temple because of the livelihood, how their elders are getting it from these temples. So definitely it's a very sad to see the current situation. I do believe it's every Hindu's responsibility to make awareness about it and make our voices heard, so that we would be able to preserve and take this to many generations to come. So that's my few cents, Ma.
Yes, Ma. Thank you so much, Matushi. Actually, see, we have growing up have read about how the Mughals have attacked our Hindu temples, looted, and even in the Somnath temple, we hear the history of how the temples were again and again attacked, how the treasures, our temples, were looted, and we think it is in the past, that it is done with, and now all is fine and dandy. But unfortunately, it is not the case. Our temples are still being looted, and the sad part is that we are completely oblivious of this happening, that we are not even realize right in front of our eyes our temples are being looted. The hard-earned money, the sentiment with which the devotees are offering the donations to go towards the temple, towards the Hindu causes, these funds are not allocated for Hindu causes and are just being completely looted. Not only that, not only the funds or the deities being looted, not only the jewels being looted, but even the infrastructure. The temples are broken, and the pillars, the stones, these are also being sold, and the whole temples are destroyed. Actually, there are one we've heard about this fact that more than 35 temples are missing. I mean, I've heard about jewelries being looted. I've heard about deities being looted, but the temple buildings themselves have been looted. It is just brought down to ground, and just the land is remaining there, and still the expenses are shown in those temple names. So that is the sad state. And now I would like to just play a brief video of how we definitely, Swamiji is bringing this awareness to us that temples are not just a place of worship, and it is an enlightenment science, it's an enlightenment ecosystem. Actually, in ancient days, they have used this to generate electricity. How is that? Now let us watch Swamiji directly from Swamiji, how the science of temples.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. So thank you everyone for joining us. So please don't forget to cast the votes and tweet your responses in the Twitter. Your votes are really valid. So Hindu votes are sacred. With hashtag. Please join the think tank of Hinduism and tweet your responses. So thank you. I thank all the panelists, and also thank you, Ma Prematma Swami. Yes, let us start the meditation. Please chant the Mahavakya, sit straight and close your eyes before we get ready for the darshan.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
அஞ்சலென்றடைய அபயம் தரும் லிங்கம் தந்த நித்தியன் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம் இனி நீக்கும் உயிர் காக்கும் ஞான ஒளியாக பூத்த நித்யானந்தன் தந்த உயர்லிங்கம் ஆதிலிங்கம் ஜோதிலிங்கம் அற்புதலிங்கம் ஞானலிங்கம் நித்யன் தந்த ஆனந்தலிங்கம் ஆதிலிங்கம் ஜோதிலிங்கம் அற்புதலிங்கம் ஞானலிங்கம்
Nityanandam on the day of the Kartikeya Deepa Brahmotsavam of Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, and on the 7th day of the Skandashashti Mahotsavam, the Panchamurtis of Kailasa, namely Sri Ananda Ganesha, in the Swarna Mushika Vahanam, Swarna Mayura Vahanam, Swarna Rishabha Vahanam, Rajata Simha Vahanam, Rajata Rishabha Vahanam, and Swarna Hamsa Vahanam in Adi Kailasa Nityananda Peetham, Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devasthanam. We will now be offering our worship at the sacred divine feet of all the gods and goddesses of Kailasa. Abhayam Damarukam Dakshe Devyalingita Hastakam Agnincha Dadhatam Vame Jata Makuta Manditam Amba Samsthita Vamorum Lambitam Dakshapadakam गंगाशूलेन्दुशोभाढ्यं परमं शिवमद्भुतं नित्यानन्देश्वरं पूर्वं तं नित्यानन्देश्वरीयुतं साष्टांगं दण्डवन्नौमि सौम्य जीवन सिद्धये। ओम धूरसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयोऽस्मान् धूर्वति तन्धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामधिहस्तितमं वप्रितमं जुष्टतमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममहृतमसि हविर्धानन्द्रिगुंहस्व माह्वार्मित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षे माभिर्मा संविक्था मा त्वाहि गुंसिषम्। ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। ओम उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदोपघ्नन् निरुतिं मम पशुगुश्च मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिशा मानो हि गुंसी जातवेदो गामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अबिभ्रदग्न आगहि श्रियामा परिपातया। ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। एकहारती दीपं संदर्शयामि। ओम मधुवातारुतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्न सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगुम्रजः मधुद्यौरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागुम् अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु मधु मधु। ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। नानाविधानि नैवेद्यानि निवेदयामि। ओम सोमो वाये तस्य राज्यमादत्ते यो राजासन् राज्यो वा सोमेन यजते देवसुवामेतानि हवीगुंषि भवन्ति य एतावन्तो वै देवानागुं सवाः तयेवास्मै सवान् प्रयच्छन्ति तयेनं पुनः सुवन्ते राज्याय देवसूराजा भवति। ओम तन्महेशाय विद्महे वाग्विशुद्धाय धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। महामंगल नीराजनं संदर्शयामि। रक्षान् धारयामि। ओम एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम श्री आनन्दगणेशाय नमः। ओम उमाकोमलहस्ताब्ज सम्भावितललाटकं हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे कुमारं पुष्करस्रजं। श्री वल्ली देवसेना समेत श्री सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामिने नमः। सुब्रह्मण्यों सुब्रह्मण्यों सुब्रह्मण्यों। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। ओम बहुग्वै बह्वश्वायै बह्वजाविकायै बहुव्रीह्यवायै बहुमाशतिलायै बहुहिरण्यायै बहुहस्तिकायै बहुदासपुरुषायै रयिमत्यै पुष्टिमत्यै बहुराय स्पोषायै राजास्तु। ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्त्यै नमः। ओम सर्वस्याप्त्यै सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति। ओम श्री चंडिकेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। ॐ सदाशिवाय विद्महे सहस्राक्षाय धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वोपचार पूजार्थे सर्वापराध क्षमापनार्थे समस्त मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थे आनंद महामंगल नीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि। Nithyanandam. On the 7th day of the Skanda Shashti Mahotsavam, Shri Valli Devasena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swami is gracing in Sarvalankara, being upon the Swarna Mayura Vahanam in Adi KAILASA Nithyananda Peetham, Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devasthanam. We will now be offering our worship at the feet of Shri Ananda Subramanya Swami and at the feet of Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Swamiji. Vande Sindura Kantim Sharavipina Bhavam Shri Mayuradhirudham Shadvaktram Devasainyam Madhuriputanaya Vallabham Dwadashaksham Shaktim Banam Kripanam Dhvajamapi Chagadan Chabhayam Savyahastaihi Chapam Vajram Sarojam Khatakamapi Varam Chulamanyir Dadhanam. Om Dhurasi Dhurvadhurvantan Dhurvatayo Osman Dhurvatitan Dhurvayam Vayan Dhurvamastun Devanamasisastitamam Papritamam Juhtatamam Vanhitamam Devahutamam Ahrutamasi Havirdhanandrigam Hasvamahvar Mitrasya Tvachakhuja Prekshema Bherma Samviktha Matva Higimsisham. Om Shri Valli Devasena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swamine Namaha Dhupamagrapayami. Om Uddipya Svajata Vedo Paghanan Niruritim Mama Pashugushchamahyamavaha Jivanancha Disho Disha Mano Higumsi Jata Vedo Gamashvam Purushan Jagate Abhibhradagna Agahi Shriya Ma Paripataya. Om Shri Valli Devasena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swamine Namaha Yekaharati Deepam Sandarishayami. Om Amrite Amrito Bhave Amritavarshini Amritam Shravaya Shravaya Swaha. Om Shri Valli Devasena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swamine Namaha Naivedyam Nivedayami Nivedananantaramathamanam Samarpayami. Uma Komala Hastabja Sambhavitalatakam Hiranyakundalam Vande Kumaram Pushkarastrajam. Shri Valli Devasena Sameta Shri Subramanya Swamine Namaha Subramanyom Subramanyom Subramanyom. Om Tatpurushaya Vidmahe Mahasenaya Dhimahi Tanna Shanmukhah Prachodayat. Om Shri Valli Devasena Sameta Shri Ananda Subramanya Swamine Namaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Ananda Karpura Nirajanam Sandarshayami Rakshan Dharayami. Kanakambara Samshobhi Kataye Kaliharine Kamalapati Vandyaya Kartikeyaya Mangalam Kandarpakotilavanya Nidhaye Kamadayine Kulishayudha Hastaya Kumarayastu Mangalam.
Paramashivoham Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Tanidar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world. KAILASA's ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, e-diplomats, citizens, consulate generals and supporters, Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras, Astreshwaras, Paramashiva Ganas, Paramashivoham Season 16 participants, I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from KAILASA. Listen. Ecosystem is extremely important to manifest enlightenment, state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva, superconsciousness of Paramashiva, Kailasa is the ecosystem. Listen, Kailasa is the ecosystem. Ecosystem is extremely important. Understand this? If you are constantly treated as God for people, by people around you, you will simply become God. If you are constantly trained, supported, helped for you to become God, you will simply become God. Listen carefully. Whether I hug you, whether I say I love you, whether I give my smile, or I stare at you, or ferociously treat you, I am constantly making you God. Only thing you should not allow in your life is keeping distance from me. If I keep myself distant from you, that is what is the worst thing can happen to you. If you are keeping yourself distant from me, that is what is the worst thing can happen to you. If you are loved, supported, enjoy. If you are trained with a strong, ferocious words, enjoy. Because if you are strongly trained with ferocious words, you are getting beautifully chiseled. The God in you is manifested. See, the deity is in the stone. When all the unnecessary parts of the stone is removed, the deity manifests. Same way, to remove the unnecessary part of the stone, you need to sculpt. Same way, my ferocious training is nothing but sculpting you to manifest Paramashiva in you. If you are sculpted, enjoy, celebrate. Same way, if you are loved, the milk is poured on you, honey is poured on you, means the prana pratishtha is happening. The deity is ready, the God is now manifesting in you. So understand, whether you are sculpted or loved or worshipped, my goal, the only goal is make you manifest Paramashiva. The only purpose for training you is make you manifest Paramashiva. Whether I put you in the highest ecstasy or I make you do completion. Whether I ask you to look inside and go through all the guilt and pain, make you realize your past mistake, or I give you the hope of the future. Everything I am treating you as Paramashiva, I am treating you as God. That is why I insist, I think even from 2003 I used to insist among the devotees, when you meet each other, greet each other with the welcoming word Nithyanandam, it means you treat everyone as Swamiji. You revere, respect everyone as Swamiji, your own Guru, Paramashiva. I treat each one of you as Paramashiva. Whether I sculpt you, train you, love you, shower you with my abundance, energy, love, powers, and constantly working to make you manifest Paramashiva. And I am treating you as Paramashiva. Listen. When somebody is realized is Paramashiva Paramashiva Padam, when he treats you as Paramashiva, you become Paramashiva. You simply become Paramashiva. The ecosystem where all of us treat each other as Paramashiva and evolve to the Paramashiva Padam is what I call ecosystem of Paramashiva, KAILASA. This is the definition of KAILASA. KAILASA is the ecosystem, place and space where all of us treat each other as Paramashiva and all of us lead all of us towards Paramashiva Padam is KAILASA. This should be the definition of KAILASA displayed in all our Kailasas. It can be a small Paduka Mandir run in the basement, or it can be a large size, multi-million-dollar temple. This is the definition of Kailasa. Kailasa is the space and place where each one of us treat each other as Kailasa, Paramashiva. All of us treat each other. All of us respect each other. All of us cognize each other as Paramashiva and continuously support each other to manifest Paramashiva every moment of life. That space and place is Kailasa. Ecosystem is extremely important for Kailasa to manifest. So now, I am presenting you the precise, exactly as governance is done in Kailasa. As governance happens in Kailasa. Paramashiva describes how governance is happening. The ecosystem of Kailasa is functioning, existing and functioning. In Kamikagama, I'll read out the original verse. It's the fourth patalam, Archanaviti patalam, Purva Bhaga of Srimad Kamikagama, 193rd sloka. Karanikaayam yajedevam brahmandaischa samavritam ganeshailokapaalaischa hedudirvajrapurvakai. Next sloka. Vidyeshwara vrudoschaiva ganeshavarane gata lokapalastrayoschaiva Rudradinam atavrutau. I'll give you the translation. The first sloka. On the pericarp of the lotus seat, you should worship Lord Shiva as surrounded by Brahma mantras, Anga mantras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganas, Lokapalas and Ayudas. The translation of the next sloka. The avarana of Vidyeshwaras, the avarana of Ganeshwaras, the avarana of Lokapalas, the avarana of Ayudas, the avarana of the Rudras and other lords. So understand? I'll actually give both the slokas. Now I'll project it. You can read. both the slokas. Please just in the Facebook page, you can read the original verses and understand how the ecosystem of Kailasa is existing and functioning. How the governance of Kailasa is existing and functioning. And all of you can study this and start replicating in every Kailasa. Let us start replicating in every Kailasa. We need to study the original verses, Shastras, and replicate in every Kailasa. Project this is 187th sloka in 4th Patalam, Archanaviti Patalam, in the Purva Bhaga of Srimad Kamikagama.
வேதநாதமாய் விளங்கும் விந்தையான பாதுகை வேதியனாம் நித்யநந்தன் ராஜநடை இடுகையில் வேதநாதமாய் விளங்கும் விந்தையான பாதுகை பாதுகை நித்ய பாதுகை பாதுகை நித்ய பாதுகை பாதுகை நித்ய.
Verses I am reading, reciting it for all of you. Again, Purva Bhaga, 4th Patalam, Archanaviti Patalam, Srimad Kamikagama, 187th sloka, Karnikayam Yajedevam, Brahmangaischa Samavritam, Ganeshaihi Lokapalaischa, Vedivir Vajrapurvai Purvakaihi. The translation: on the pericarp of the lotus seat, you should worship Lord Shiva as surrounded by the Brahma mantras, Anga mantras, Vibheshwaras, Ganas, Lokapala and Ayudas, weapons. The next verse. Ganesa varane tata lokapalas prayoschaiva rudradinam atavritau. The translation: the avarana of Vibheshwaras, the avarana of Ganeshwaras, the avarana of Lokapalas, the avarana of Ayudas, the avarana of Rudras and other lords. Now, I'll give you understanding, deeper insight. The first avarana is Mantreshwaras. I can roughly equate the word Mantreshwaras into modern day mantris, ministers. Ministers who counsel or personally present informations to Paramashiva. They exist as part of Shiva as well as the first avarana of Shiva. They are literally like in Sarobhya Mukti. They literally like Paramashiva. Paramashiva. They are just extension of Paramashiva. They are called Mantreshwaras. So understand, I am mapping the Hindu parliament of Kailasa to Paramashiva's 5 avaranas as well as the 5 sabhas. I am giving you the detailed understanding so we can start manifesting the Kailasa everywhere. Because the Kailasa ecosystem makes Kailasa, not just the land or the property. Kailasa ecosystem makes Kailasa. Wherever the people gather and the systems are evolved, the space is evolved, that space manifests the place and Kailasa happens. So the first avarana is Mantreshwaras. It's almost like a rough equivalent to ministers who counsel, personally present informations to Paramashiva. The first avarana of Shiva, they exist as part of Shiva as well as the first avarana of Shiva. The second avarana is Vidyeshwaras. The head of the, I can roughly equate this to the head of the branch of knowledge system. Understand? Hinduism is greater science. Hinduism administers, governs by the strength of its knowledge, not by the strength of its weapon. Weaponry is only for defense. That is not the core branding of Hinduism or Kailasa. Hinduism is not the religion spread by war or by conversion. No. Hinduism, its core strength, the core strength of Hinduism is it is a greater science. It's knowledge. So it is spread by the people who seek knowledge, who seek truth, who seek greater science, who seek higher life. So all of you understand, this is the way the Kailasa should be branded, created, manifested, maintained, rejuvenated, pulled out of delusion, if delusions happen, and radiate liberation. These instructions I am giving now, these revelations I am making now, are the guiding principles of Kailasa forever. Because these are directly from Paramashiva, directly from Agama. So listen, this is the governing principles of Kailasa. Kailasa is greater science manifesting space. So we neither spread Hinduism through wars, nor we spread through conversion, or just procreation. No. We are greater science. We manifest, maintain, renovate, rejuvenate ourselves, pull ourselves out of delusion means revival. Revival is pulling ourselves out of delusion and liberate. We do everything centered on greater science of Hinduism, greater science of cosmos called Vedas and Agamas. Hinduism is greater science. That is the branding of Hinduism. That is the core center of Kailasa. That is the way Kailasa should manifest and live. So the second avarana is Vidyeshwaras, heads of each branch of knowledge or system. Roughly I can equivalent to chancellors of various universities and heads of the ministry of departments, like the temple science ministry, temple science university, head of that university, head of that ministry,
we may have thousands of universities where the temple science is taught. Each university will have a head. Head of all those university heads will be the head of the temple science ministry. That head, the temple science ministry head, will be called one Vidyeshwara. We may have thousands of sacred arts universities all over the world. Each sacred arts university will have one head, and all the sacred arts universities together they will form a ministry. Head of that ministry will be one Vidyeshwara. Like this, the Vidyeshwaras are formed. We may have thousands of universities teaching Hindu medicinal system, like Siddha, Ayurveda, Hindu medicinal system. So each university will have a head. All the heads will have one head, the ministry of Hindu medicinal system. That head will be called as Vidyeshwara for Hindu medicinal system. Like this, the Vidyeshwaras are formed as a second avarana. Third avarana, Ganeshwaras, head of the Ganas, means each responsibility is executed, manifested by set of Ganas, and the head of that Ganas is Ganeshwara. Head of all those Ganas is Mahaganapati, Paramashiva's own son, extension. So, the team which works under Mahaganapati is Ganeshwaras. What a clear Hindu parliamentary system, Hindu government system. Paramashiva has manifested in Kailasa and set a trend for all of us. So understand, it also detailed way explains Mantreshwaras are in the almost Sayujya Mukti and Sarubhya Mukti. Mantreshwaras can be both. People are in Sarubhya and Sayujya Mukti. Vidyeshwaras are in Sarubhya Mukti. Ganeshwaras are like Sanubhya Mukti. The next, Lokeshwaras, the fourth Avarana is Lokeshwaras. That is roughly I can equate into like a zonal heads, each loka, head of each loka. They can be called as Lokeshwaras. Lokeshwaras are more in the Salokya Mukti. And then fifth Avarana is called Astreshwaras, the chief executives who implement the decisions based on the Astra. Astra is a mantra, a principle that is put to execution. So understand, this elaborate description and science is presented in Kailasa, which I am revealing and will be revealing continuously, more and more. I sincerely want to thank Shivacharya, Sri Somashekara Shivacharya, who is the Sivahama Kalanidhi, for helping us in compile all these agamic principles in an organized way. He is supporting and helping us in compiling. I wanted to thank him and want to put this on record his help is immense in organizing the agamas and preserving it, reviving it for us. Yes, now listen carefully, and also there are detailed, elaborate understandings and descriptions about each Mantreshwara's roles, responsibilities, powers they are empowered with. Who gets that Mantreshwara Pada and Vidyeshwaras, their subordinates, their Anga, Avarana, Parshada, Vahana, Ayuda, all those details, Ganeshwaras, like this elaborate detail. Actually, the beautiful temple, Adi KAILASA temple, is going to be all of these deities available in the deity form, each one of them having their Parshadas, disciples, Ganas, their wives, their Ayudas, their Vahanas, elaborate description as they are in Kailasa. You will have darshan of them in Adi KAILASA. That's why I am designing the whole temple. Designed and evolving the designs more. And also, this whole thing is going to be done in pure gold in Kailasa. You may think what Swamiji is saying. See, Paramashiva has given me the science. And he is giving us all the powers, blessings, energy, everything. We just have to manifest him, radiate him. We just have to allow him to radiate to us, that's all. This whole thing is going to be done. Stone as a base material and gold coated in Adi KAILASA. In Mahakailasa, main Kailasa, it's going to be done in pure gold itself. You will see this happening. Because they need to know how Kailasa is. They need to have an idea how Kailasa is. Only then they will be inspired. Let me describe details. Same way, Chitsabha, Rajasabha, Devasabha, each Sabha, Nritta Sabha, detailed descriptions are available. I will reveal the details one by one, step by step. There are some simple straight fact and information which I will directly upload in the gist. You can read it. Where I need to map it to our human understanding, I will map it and share it with you all. So, I am immensely excited, so happy to reveal all these principles of governance, how the Kailasa is governed and Kailasa's ecosystem is manifesting. In one line, if I have to put it in a simple way, seeing always each other with a tremendous love that everyone is Paramashiva. There starts Kailasa. The seed of Kailasa starts sprouting, where everyone sees each other as Paramashiva. See, whether you hug each other, love each other, or ferociously train each other, the core cognition should be seeing each other as Paramashiva. Seeing each other as Paramashiva. That is where the seed of Kailasa starts. I wanted to convey the birthday blessings for Keshav, Nithyaramani and Shrikant's son Keshav, birthday blessings, and birthday blessings to Pushp Murugai. Pushp Murugai in UK, birthday blessings for you, and birthday blessings for Keshav. I wanted to express my joy, happiness, bliss, and blessings on this auspicious Brahmotsavam, Paramashiva Brahmotsavam time. Please, all of you, internalize this beautiful Kailasa governance and manifest Kailasa wherever you are. Your family can become Kailasa. If you make your kids sit with you and make them attend the Satsang, your family can become Kailasa. I am so happy whenever a family sit together and attend the Satsang. Swatantra Priya, Asudoshananda, Asudosha's mom and dad. I always seen all four of them will sit together sincerely and attend. Same way, Saras Murugai and Pushp Murugai. Always they will sit together and attend. And same way, Satish and Satish daughter. And same way, Vedaswarupa, Vidyesh, Ma, Sri Vedaswarupa, Ma Mahavidya, Mavidya. Mavidya, Vedaswarupa and Tripura. All three will always sit together and attend. I am so happy that Mavidya is cuddling with her daughter, Tripura. I have never seen her touch Tripura. I have never seen. Now I am so happy. Tripura is cuddling with Mahavidya. I am so happy. I wanted to express my happiness. All those people who sit as family and attend. Rajesh also, Rajesh Chandramohan and mother and Rajesh's wife, all three will always sit together as a family. And I also wanted to tell this Maitri and Senthil will attend always in separate Zooms. Husband and wife from same house but will not sit in the same Zoom. And I am not okay with it. I also wanted to say when families sit together and attend satsang, you start supporting each other as Paramashiva. You see, even when a father trains son, daughter, or when the daughter questions father or mother, even these interactions, it is centered on helping each other to manifest Paramashivatva, Paramashiva Padam. Your home will become Kailasa. Your house is Kailasa. Ecosystem of Kailasa starts when you bring tremendous love by seeing each other as Paramashiva. By seeing each other as Paramashiva. I wanted to sincerely recommend to all our devotees, disciples, all my followers, sit together as a family and attend satsang. Then all of you will start seeing each other as Paramashiva and supporting each other as Paramashiva, helping each other as Paramashiva to manifest Paramashiva Pada, Paramashivatva. simply the place where you live will become Kailasa. Essence of today's satsang is treat each other as Paramashiva. You will all become Paramashiva. Nithyanandam. That is the essence of today's satsang. Son should feel even when the father is ferociously screaming. Father is training the son to become Paramashiva. Daughter should feel even when the mother is training her. Mother is helping her to manifest Paramashivatva. Mother should feel even when the daughter or the son is drilling them. They are just helping the parents to manifest Paramashivatva. This should be the core of relationship between family, parents, or even family. Even in your office, you can manifest Kailasa with your friends, relatives, family. Everywhere you can manifest Kailasa. It is possible. So, with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्री कैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ श्रीनाथि सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्ते श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान जीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग वर्ष विश्राण हीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु तपन शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु तीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ ऋणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनुयिक्त्वा तु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत अपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुरस्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रीलश्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of past. KAILASA is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. KAILASA is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.